I had gotten into an airplane. I didn't know where the airplane was going, but I got into it. The flight lady says, "You listen, stewardess, bitch." Wherever you're going. So she said, "Sir, we don't have any seats for you." And I said, "Check this out, lady. Check these guns out and tell me you don't have any seats for me." And she said, "You're right, sir." And she took this guy and she said, "You fat guy, get the fuck off." So I sat in his seat and we flew to the middle of the Ozarks. And I got off the plane and they said, "Good luck, sir, you brave, beautiful man." And I said, "That's right. Thank you very much." So I found my way to the nearest harbor, and I met this small man. His skin was as dark as coal, and I say to him, "Joe." I called him Joe. Fortunately, his name was Joe. I said, "Joe, where are we going? Charter me a boat, Joe, to wherever." And he said, "We're going to the middle of the ocean, and we're going to hunt whales." And I said, "Are you a whaler, Joe?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And I said, "That's what I thought, Joe. That's what I thought." And then we got on the boat, and we swam out to the motor died. So he said, "What are we going to do?" And I said, "Joe, do you have a paddle?" And he said, "I have one paddle." I said, "Give it to me." And I took the paddle and I broke it in half. And I stood in the center of the boat and I rowed it in the middle of the ocean. And when we got to the ocean, I said, "Joe, what are we hunting?" And he said, "We're hunting the great killer whale." And I said, "I've never met a killer whale before. Are they cool?" And he said, "Oh, we're here to kill them." And I said, "Joe, I don't like the way that you're talking, small man. You go back into the cabin, and I will do the hunting for us." And he said, "Well, what will we eat?" And I said, "I will bring you food to eat, Joe." So I sat at the edge of the boat with my shoes. I didn't have any shoes on. And I sat on the edge of the boat. I didn't have any pants on. And I sat at the edge of the boat. And I waited. And I listened. And night fell like a man falling from a building. Beautiful and majestic. And night fell and I sat on the edge of the boat, pantsless, with no shoes. And I could hear the sound, the beautiful, majestic sound of the orca. I could hear the sounds coming, and I said,
How did it sound?
It sounded like, I could hear them. It was amazing for the orcas. And I sat on the edge of the boat until one surfaced and its spout was, and I said, "You are a beautiful and majestic creature." And then I got my .22 out. And I proceeded to shoot into the water. Boom, boom, until my entire clip was empty. And then I got out my nuts and I jumped into the ocean and I played him. I opened him up. I gave him a smile from ear to ear. I gutted him, and then I slept inside of him. And then in the morning when I awoke, I dragged his 15-ton carcass to the surface, and I threw him on our small, tiny boat, no larger than the size of that couch. And Joe came out of his cabin, disheveled and hungry. And he said, where's our breakfast?" And I said, "You shut up, you small man. I've brought you a bounty. Feast." Gander Mtn for life.